Welcome back, Stoics. I'm glad to have you here with me again as we continue to pave and build our path through life with the wisdom of Stoicism in search of virtue and a meaningful life. Are you tired of the same routine, feeling like you're meant for more but don't know how to break free? You're not alone. Many of us have been drifting aimlessly in calm waters, seeing the horizon but lacking the wind to sail towards our desired destination. Today, I'll give you some Stoic tools to break free from these chains. But before we dive into those, let's confront an essential truth that many of us shy away from. Life doesn't owe us anything. It's time to stop waiting for opportunities to land in our lap and start creating them ourselves. This isn't just a talk about surviving, it's about thriving, using the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to ignite our inner drive and reshape our destiny. Here's the key point. The path to freedom and success isn't through complaints or waiting for handouts. It's through embracing challenges, stepping outside your comfort zone, and building a life of discipline and dedication. Grab your coffee and listen carefully to these lessons, because today, we're not just talking. We're starting a revolution in your life to help you seize control and turn your aspirations into achievements. Let's get this journey started. Now that we've set the stage for taking control of our lives, let's delve into the first concept that holds many of us back: the illusion of unearned rights. Think about it. From the moment we're born, society often tells us that we deserve certain things just for being here. But do we really deserve what we haven't worked for? Stoicism offers a reality check. Real value and dignity come from our efforts. Zeno of Citium, founder of Stoicism, taught that man conquers the world by conquering himself. Reflect on your expectations. Are they merely handed to you, or have you earnestly worked for them? It's so easy for us to fall into the trap of entitlement. We often find ourselves thinking we deserve more simply because we've been around for a while. Have you ever found yourself or other people around you complaining about not making enough money? Maybe you've been waiting for a raise or a promotion just because you've been at the same company, doing the same job correctly for a long time. But let's pause and reflect. Aren't we hired to do our job the right way already? Are you expecting more for the same amount of effort? This mindset keeps us in a victim role and within our comfort zone, waiting for rewards without making real changes or taking new actions. But what if instead of waiting for a raise or a better job position to fall into your lap, you took action? Imagine learning a new skill, investing in your education, or starting a side hustle. These are steps within your control that can lead to greater financial stability and satisfaction. Challenge that mindset of waiting for opportunities to come to you. What if, instead of expecting things to be done for us, we took the initiative to make things happen? What if, instead of waiting for opportunities, we created them? This Stoic approach isn't just about being tough. It's about being proactive and taking responsibility for our lives. Zeno emphasized the importance of self-discipline and personal responsibility. He believed that true freedom and success come from within. Think about your own life. Where could you be contributing more? Where might you be taking more than you give? As we continue, keep a question in mind. Are you living a life of passive expectation, or are you actively earning the life you want? This question isn't meant to judge, but to spark a thought process that might just change how you approach everyday challenges. Understanding that our expectations should be earned sets a powerful foundation. Next, let's tackle another common pitfall: blaming others and outside forces for our own situation. It's a common scene. Something goes wrong, and our first instinct is to point fingers. Maybe it's the economy, our upbringing, or just bad luck that gets the blame for our financial struggles or personal setbacks. But Stoicism teaches us a different path. The philosophy suggests looking inward and taking responsibility for our situation, rather than blaming our past or external forces. Epictetus reminds us, we are disturbed, not by things, but by the views which we take of them, encouraging us to recognize that we are responsible for our own lives and our current circumstances. Consider the last time you faced a setback, like missing a deadline or failing to reach a goal. It's easy to blame circumstances or other people. Stoicism, however, invites us to ask ourselves how our own actions and decisions led to the current situation. This shift from blame to self-reflection isn't just about accountability. It's about empowerment and taking control of our outcomes. This philosophy extends beyond professional hurdles to personal relationships as well. In the heat of an argument, it's tempting to see the other person as the sole problem. Yet, if we pause and reflect on our own contributions, we might find pathways to mutual understanding and resolution. It's not about assigning blame. It's about finding solutions and growing stronger from each encounter. Think about a time you felt let down. What was your initial reaction? Reflecting now, how might considering your own role have changed the outcome? This isn't about taking all the blame, but recognizing our power to shift the dynamics through our responses. Moving forward, embrace Stoic wisdom in your daily life. Next time a challenge arises, take a moment to assess. What's within my control? How can I respond constructively? This mindset not only tackles immediate problems, but also builds resilience that prepares you for whatever life throws your way. By taking responsibility for our own circumstances, we open the door to personal growth. Now, let's confront one of the biggest barriers to progress: the fear of failure. Fear of failing is a massive roadblock. It doesn't just stop us, it freezes us, keeping us from taking even the smallest steps toward our biggest dreams. Stoicism teaches us to see obstacles as opportunities, chances to test ourselves and grow. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, our actions may be impeded, but there can be no impeding our intentions or dispositions, because we can accommodate and adapt. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. Imagine what you could achieve if the fear of failure didn't hold you back. Is there a goal you've been putting off? What's the first tiny step you could take today? Let's dig deeper. Fear often comes from the unknown or from overestimating the consequences of failure. What if instead we focused on the process rather than just the outcome? By concentrating on what we can learn and how we can improve, each attempt becomes a stepping stone, not just a potential setback. This is not about dismissing fear, but about changing how we interact with it. Embrace it as a motivator rather than a barrier. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the most successful authors in the world, she faced numerous rejections from publishers. She was living on welfare, struggling as a single mother, and dealing with depression. But she didn't let the fear of failure stop her. She kept writing and submitting her manuscript, believing in her story and her ability to succeed. Her perseverance paid off, and she transformed her obstacles into a remarkable success story. Think about a project or goal that makes you nervous. What specifically about it scares you? Is it the fear of what others will think? Or perhaps a fear of not living up to your own expectations? Identifying this can be your first step towards overcoming it. As you move forward, take this Stoic wisdom with you. When you encounter fear, pause and reflect. What can I control in this situation? How can I turn this fear into an action plan? Start small. Maybe it's drafting the first page of your business plan or running that first mile. Each small victory builds the resilience and confidence needed to tackle larger challenges. Finally, let's explore the importance of choosing growth over comfort. We live in a world that often prioritizes comfort above almost everything else. We seek higher pay for the same job, desire safety without the skills to protect ourselves, and chase success without the necessary sacrifices. True strength isn't about maintaining our comfort zones. It's about facing challenges head-on. Every uncomfortable moment, every hurdle is an opportunity for growth. Take a moment and look around. Where are you choosing comfort over growth? How can you start making changes today to challenge this and pursue real, lasting development? It's easy to settle into routines that feel safe and familiar. But ask yourself, when was the last time you truly stepped out of your comfort zone? Was it trying a new activity that intimidated you? Or perhaps speaking up in a meeting when you usually remain quiet? Growth often starts with such small steps, actions that push us beyond our typical boundaries. Think about the great innovators, and leaders throughout history. They didn't achieve greatness by sticking to the status quo. They challenged it, constantly pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Like a muscle, our capacity for handling challenges grows stronger with use. If we shy away from discomfort, we deny ourselves the chance to become our best selves. Now, consider an area in your life where you've been playing it safe. What is one thing you can do this week that scares you a little but could lead to growth? Whether it's signing up for a class to develop a new skill, asking for feedback on your work, or even changing a long-standing habit, what's your first step going to be? Epictetus said, "Difficulties show men what they are." Therefore, when a difficulty falls upon you, remember that God, like a trainer of wrestlers, has matched you with a rough young man. For what end? That you may become an Olympic conqueror, but it is not accomplished without sweat. This emphasizes the value of facing challenges and discomfort to achieve personal growth and strength. Take this message with you. Real development requires effort and occasionally discomfort. Challenge yourself to embrace at least one uncomfortable situation this week. Document what happens. Did it change how you feel about taking risks? Each step outside your comfort zone is a step towards personal greatness. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the journey we've embarked on today and the power of Stoic wisdom in transforming our lives. As we bring today's journey to a close, remember that every step you take builds the path to a life well lived. The challenges you face aren't just obstacles. They are invitations to rise, to grow, and to excel. Through the wisdom of Stoicism, we've learned that we have the power to reshape our destinies, to transform our fears into fortitude and our struggles into strength. Look around you. Every moment, every difficulty holds the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Embrace them. Push beyond the familiar. Stretch towards your true potential. This is not just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about creating a life where you are not just going through the motions, but truly living. Remember, the comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Step out, step up, and discover just how much you are capable of achieving. If this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video, spread the wisdom, and let's build a community of achievers who are all reaching for their own podium of success. Subscribe for more insights, and don't forget to like and comment below with your own experiences of overcoming challenges and stepping into growth. Life, if anything, is a rewarding challenge, and we are podium of success.